Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Sperling Gymnasium for another evening of Tiger basketball. Sorry for the delay in the start of the broadcast, had some technical issues. USN taking on the Knights of what was once known as Pope John Paul High School, now known as Pope Prep, after the inclusion of their 7th and 8th grade program. USN in the all-whites, Pope John Paul in the navy uniforms with the gold trim. Pope John Paul out in front in the early going by a score of 5-2. At the line, they extend their lead to 4 points, 6-2. On the floor for USN, Kat Pendergrass, number 35, Leah Payne on the opposite block, number 13, Margaret McKay, number 14. As Leah ties up the loose ball, alternate possession in favor of the Tigers. Kate Vaughn, number 4, the sophomore, bringing it forward for USN. Gets to the half-court stripe. Gets a couple of screens, going right. High dribble there, and a carry. Travel, excuse me. That's Josie Whelan, another sophomore, number 15 for USN. 5 minutes, 57 seconds remaining in the opening quarter. USN down by 4 points, playing defense. Three-pointer on the way for the Knights, good. Pope John Paul extends their lead to 9-2. As Leah Payne gets instructions from Coach Jules and brings it back the other way. Working from our right to our left. Gets a screen from Vaughn. Spinning to the left. Traveling violation again. So the Knights have it back. With a 7-point lead, 5:24 left in the opening quarter. Tigers in a look we've seen from them more frequently lately as sort of a 1-1-3 zone. Morphing sort of into a 1-2-2, and then as always into a 2-3. Nice shuttle it around the perimeter to get down over the post. Well guarded by Cat. Jump shot is good. Nice little turnaround. And Pope John Paul is out in front. 11-2 to start this one, about 3 minutes into the game. Leah walks it up, fakes left, passes right to McKay. Pass is knocked away and saved, still inbounds, but then thrown away by Whelan. Here come the Knights the other way. Lob pass down underneath. Knights kick it back out, move it around the perimeter. Kate Vaughn playing aggressive defense. Three-pointer on the way again. No good. Rebounds loose on the floor, tap back out to center court. The Knights retain possession. Into the right side, another three-pointer on the way, no good. Long rebound to Pope John Paul. They retain possession. They try another three, and that one is good. So the Tigers gave them many chances there, and the Knights eventually were able to convert. Their lead is a dozen, 14-2, halfway through the opening period. Vaughn dribbles to the left with the left hand. Poked away. I think it hit the official to stay in bounds. Does it look like a travel for sure, but open underneath. For a layup was Pope John Paul. Their lead extends to 14 points at 16-2. Tough start for the Tigers. Looking to get back in it. Leah dribbles from right to left. Spinning away, getting swarmed by defenders. Looking underneath for McKay. McKay has it, spins right, shot blocked. Whelan comes away with the ball. Over to Leah. Leah looking for some help, puts it on the floor, drives right, gets into the paint. She's fouled. Joining me in the booth tonight is a great friend of USN Tiger Sports, Aiden Savona. Aiden, great to be with you.
It's good to be here. You know, I'm seeing a lot of aggressive defense and definitely pushing the ball well for JP2. They're really moving the ball well, and USN, on the contrary, we're shooting the first shot we get instead of moving the ball to get a better chance at scoring. I think their strategy coming out of a timeout, or maybe even they can form this on the court, would be to make the extra pass and get a better shot.
Jump ball favors the Knights this time. They've got it back. 16-2 is the margin at the moment. 10-footer in the lane, no good. Rebound tipped up. Two Tigers fought each other for the ball, unfortunately. And so the Knights get it back. Another three-pointer on the way. Good. That was pure. And it's 19-2 in favor of Pope John Paul. Bounce pass to Sham was low. It then hit a Knight shin, caromed out of bounds. Tigers have it back. 2 minutes, 34 seconds left in the first. 19-2 is the score at the moment. Wheeling gets a pass from Vaughn. Vaughn gets it back. Working against the zone defense. Very aggressive zone. Guarding 25 and 30 feet from the basket. Over to Stella Shan. Shan looking down low for Margaret McKay. The pass never got there. Sprinting back is Shan. Can she stop the layup? She can't. That moves it to 21-2. Kate Vaughn dribbles to the left. Ball's loose on the floor. Sort of remained there for a long time. And the Knights came away with it. They put it on the floor now, move it around the perimeter, get it down low to the post, guarded by Wheelan. Shot, I think Wheelan got a piece of it. Tessa Chomsky, no, it was McKay. Margaret McKay has the rebound. Here comes Josie the other way. Tigers looking to answer now. Tessa Chomsky with the basketball over on the right side. She's hounded by a Knight defender. Josie Wheelan got a moving screen from Tessa Chomsky, and so the Knights have it back. A couple of substitutions. Kat checks back in. Nice get down low to the post, trying to get another layup. Kat may have gotten a piece of the shot. Ball's loose on the floor. They call a travel on USN. Sort of a strange call, implying that USN had the possession of it. Or now they switch it. They're saying it's USN ball. That makes more sense. 21-2 remains the margin in favor of Pope John Paul. Tigers looking to shave a couple of points off that in the last 80 seconds of the first quarter. On over to O'Hara. Now Tessa Chomsky has it, working on the perimeter, gets it over to Kate. Kate one dribble, picks it up, over to Kat. Kat looking to find somebody, has it taken away. Looks like an uncontested layup. And the Knights score again. That moves it to 23-2. As we're now inside 1 minute left, first quarter. Kat shovels it over to Kate, but the pass hit her awkwardly at shoulder height and bounced out of bounds. Olivia Hess checks in, replacing Kate. The gym goes eerily quiet with 40 seconds left. Knights moving around the perimeter. Looking to find somebody in the post. They've had success inside and outside thus far. Three-pointer no good. Long rebound. Goes to the Knights again. They've had several offensive boards thus far. Stolen by O'Hara, and she's fouled from behind. Nice work there for USN to get a turnover. They'll have one more possession, at least, in the opening quarter. Clock running with 19 seconds. And we've got another foul. That'll be the fourth on Pope John Paul. .4 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Olivia sets the play into motion. She gets it to Kat. Kat dribbles to her right. 30 feet from the basket. Clock running with 10 seconds. Gets it over to O'Hara. Gets it back to Kat. Cutting is McKay. She wanted it, didn't get it. Ball's loose on the floor with 2 seconds. It's tied up. And the Tigers will get the alternate possession with just 0.6 of a second. Tigers struggling to figure out that they're in possession of it, but now they seem to have it. Olivia calls out the offense, 0.6 of a second. Looking to throw it in, there's a screen, trying to get it to McKay. McKay has it, she's not going to get it up. And the first 8 minutes are over from Sperling Gymnasium. Tough first 8 for the Tigers. They trail 23-2. Aiden, what'd you see in that first quarter?
Well, we're seeing a totally different ball team than what we saw last week against Antioch. In that game, they were able to move the ball well, and they did not make silly mistakes and as many turnovers as they're making today. I think this is something that will get out of the way in the first quarter, but it's going to be a tough ask to come back 20 points at a 20-point deficit. We'll see how they do, but they're going to have to come up with some kind of change in strategy to counteract this JP2 very athletic, very well-polished team.
They've been excellent in all phases thus far. They've shot well from the perimeter. They've been able to get good looks from the paint. They've gotten offensive rebounds on the missed three-point shots. And they've forced many turnovers. And that's certainly a great recipe for success, as good a recipe as any. Again, the score 23-2 in favor of the Knights.
You're fine. I can't see you.
As we prepare to start the second quarter, sort of unfortunate that USN got that jump ball with only 0.6 of a second. That gives the Knights the first possession of the second quarter. They tried to get into the paint. The ball pinballed around and went out of bounds. It went off of Kate Bond, so the Knights will keep it. Leah calling out the defense. Tigers remain in the zone. Hook jump ball throws it in. They get it underneath. Layup is good. That makes it 25-2 at this early juncture of the second quarter. Leah crosses over from right to left. Gets it to Chomsky. Gets it back. Leah thinks about a three. Passes it away instead. Pass to McKay is deflected out of bounds. And the Tigers keep it. Struggling to get shots up on offense. They're trying to move the ball and get an open shot, but not succeeding in finding any. And they haven't gotten the ball up towards the rim all that many times. Here's a look for Kate Vaughn. Comes up short. Rebound McKay. It's stolen away underneath. And here come the Knights the other way. Tessa Chomsky picks up the point guard at half court. Good tight defense around the perimeter. The Pope John Paul coach calls out the offense. They get it high field. Leah Payne with a block. Kate Vaughn comes away with it, looking to push the other way. She doesn't have the number. She slows it down. Looking for help now. O'Hara dribbles from right to left, looking for Margaret. Margaret was fouled from behind. Had good position in the paint. And
something that JP2 is doing very well right now is controlling the paint. They're not allowing any USN drives, and they're forcing them to take perimeter shots, which just aren't falling for them right now. Something that USN's really going to have to work on is driving and passing out and expanding that defense.
Leah looked to save a ball that was headed out of bounds. It was unclear if Pope John Paul had gotten a piece of it or not. Leah thought that it was going to be off her, so she attempted to save it, but unsuccessfully. And so the Knights have it back. Three-pointer on the way. Well off the mark to the left. It bounces out of bounds. It goes off the Knights, and the Tigers had it back. 6 minutes, 15 seconds remaining in the first half. The margin is 23 points at 25-2. Leah walks it up the floor. great to see Leah today. We were all somewhat concerned she wouldn't have been able to play as she missed school yesterday due to illness, but she's back today. Long two-pointer for Chomsky, no good. The ball is saved by the Knights. It's on the floor. Who's going to come up with it? Joint possession. Possession arrow points in the direction of USN. Kate Vaughn sets the play in motion, finds Leah, but the pass was deflected from behind. Another jump ball is called, and this one will not go to USN. Coach John Paul hustling the other way, attacking the lane, and denied by Leah Payne. Tremendous block. Knocked it, I believe, above the wrestling mat. Got all of it. Love to see it. Pope John Paul gets it in. Working against the tenacious Tiger zone. They move it around the outside. Ball's taken away by Chomsky, but she lost it on the outlet pass. They try to get it underneath. Instead, it's a fadeaway jump shot from 15 feet. It rattles around, no good. But another offensive rebound. Shot is long, but the Knights had it back again. Long two-pointer on the way short. Can the Tigers get this one? Awkward bounce to Leah, but she came away with a rebound. Here comes USN the other way. Looking desperately to answer. This game was a 4-2 game. Since then, 21 unanswered for Pope John Paul. And we've got an offensive foul. So the Tigers get it back as we approach the halfway mark in the second quarter. 4 minutes, 54 seconds remaining. 16 fouls now on Pope John Paul. Next one will send the Tigers into the bonus. Kate has the inbounds pass from Leah and jogs it up the floor. She's greeted by the zone defense just on the Tiger rear paw. Pass is taken away. Kate hustling from behind. The layup is no good. Quick outlet pass to Margaret. Margaret has it taken away. 1-on-2. The Knights elect to settle it down. They get it to the high post. Kate Vaughn takes it away. Nice steal there. And the Tigers look to reset. They get it to Margaret. Margaret at the elbow. Dribbles away. And the Tigers move it back to the perimeter. Margaret has it now. Looking for some help. Now Olivia Hess has it on the opposite side. She puts it on the floor. Ball bounced off her leg after a Knight reached in. And Pope John Paul has it back. They get it to the high post. Now back outside. They move it around the perimeter. Get it to the baseline. Now down low. And Olivia was a little bit out of position. Did well to tie up the shooter to prevent the layup. So 2 free throws on the way for the Knights as they look to extend their lead. Tigers have done a reasonably good job here playing defense in the second quarter. It was a somewhat wide margin to start the quarter. Of course, the Tigers haven't yet scored in the quarter, but they've slowed the Knight scoring considerably. Second free throw is no good. 26-2 the score. Here comes Kate now. Kate over to Margaret McKay. Margaret spins right, goes to the baseline. Bank shot, no good. Ball's loose. Olivia has it. She puts it up. And she scores. So the Tigers stop the long, unending run of the Knights. And it's 26-4. Knights very content to move the ball really. Nice pass underneath. One dribble to get better position, but couldn't get the shot to the rim. Leah has the rebound. They're trying to take it away from her in the backcourt. Long pass to Margaret. It's too long. Can she get her hands on it? She does. Pope John Paul tips it out of bounds, and the Tigers keep it. 3 minutes, 1 second left. in the first half. Coach Jules calls for time. It will be a 30-second timeout. The margin, Pope John Paul 26, USN 4. Aiden, Tigers doing what they can to get back in this one.
I'm sorry, repeat the question.
I said Tigers are doing what they can to get back in this one.
Yeah, I think that they need to really control the paint. They're getting boxed out, and there's a lot of offensive rebounds on the wrong side. What they're not doing is they need to get in there and box out their posts, which are eating up those rebounds. That's a game changer, and that will get them back into this game.
Yeah, I certainly agree with you on that. Got to limit them to one shot per possession at the most. Thus far, we haven't been able to do that, but things have settled somewhat in the last 5 minutes of action. 26-4 the score. O'Hara checks out for USN. It'll be Leah to throw it in. She sets the offense to work. Tessa has it in the corner. She's in trouble, and it's stolen away. But it's loose on the floor. Pope John Paul always very quick to get on the floor for those loose balls. That's great hustle. But the Tigers have it back on the jump ball alternate possession. Kate flashes back. Leah doesn't want it. Throws it towards the middle. Comes loose to McKay. It's blocked out of bounds. Tigers will keep it. A very swarming defense for Pope John Paul. Tough to get shots away, uncontested. Margaret sets a back screen and comes free. She scores. Nice work by Margaret McKay setting the screen to free up a teammate. Instead, freed up herself. Made the bank shot from 8 feet. And the Knight lead is down to 20. 2 minutes and 30 seconds now in the first half. Knights being a little bit more deliberate on offense now. Three-pointer on the way from 25 feet. Good. Nice shot there, and just like that, it's back to a 23-point game. 29-6 the score. Kate Vaughn driving left. Cut off there. Fakes right, goes left. Shot short, gets her own rebound, and scores. Coach Jules loved that. Big smile on her face there. Kate Vaughn came up somewhat short on the first one, but knew it. And was able to chase down the rebound and put it back by herself. Traveling, yes indeed. The official saw it. I'm starting to feel a little more energy from the cheerleaders, the student section. Appreciating the increased quality of the basketball that the girls have shown here in the second quarter. Leah fakes right, goes left. Floater, well short. Got on a rebound, was blocked from behind. Tigers will keep it. Kat Pendergrass to the scorer's table. She's going to check in. And she's going to check in for Olivia Hess. Tigers call out the offense. They get it to Tessa. Tessa down to the post to Leah. Leah working one-on-one, gets to the baseline, puts up an awkward shot. She's fouled. Didn't have a great angle. Was cut off from both sides, but was fouled. She'll shoot two in an effort to get the Tigers into double figures. We see the familiar pre-shot routine we've seen many years. A little bit of wiggling of the feet to settle into position. That scrape of the right toe, we've seen it many times. She settles in. Second free throw is likewise good. 29-10, Knights out in front. Here they come the other way. Good defense by the Tigers to cut off the Knights. Scoop shot, no good. Kate on the rebound, trying to drive down the middle. She does. Going left now. Picks it up over to Chomsky in the corner. She puts it on the floor looking for help over to Kate. Kate now drives left again, spinning right. Over to Leah. Leah down low to Margaret. Passes a little bit too hot to handle. Here come the Knights the other way as we get to the final minute of the first half. Three-pointer on the way, good. Very nice shot there. And the Knight lead once again over 20 points at 32-10. Kate dribbling left, faking right, going left. Picking it up, over to Leah. Flashing low is Margaret McKay, she's open. Couldn't get free in time, her shot was partially blocked, I believe. Here come the Knights the other way, bit of a stumble. Force her to the baseline, Leah cuts off the baseline, and she stepped on the baseline. So the Tigers have it back, a half minute remains in the first half, 32-10 the score. Here's Leah, working from left to right, puts it down with a crossover. Chomsky with a long two-pointer. She's got it, and she was happy about it, as well she might be. 32-13, according to the scoreboard. I had that as a 2. Scoreboard showing 32-13. Tigers have the ball now with 5. Kate Vaughn steps through. Over to Margaret with 1. She lets it fly. It's no good. And the first half comes to a close. Your score through 16 minutes of action. Pope John Paul 32, USN 13. Aiden, your takeaways from the opening half.
Well, obviously the score will reflect how a team plays, but we saw in the second quarter, obviously they scored, they were starting to score, and once you get points on the board, that's the first step to a comeback. And it's all about momentum. And I think once they get going, there's no stopping them. We can see them getting behind their leaders, like Leah Payne, the only senior on the team, who has been a leader ever since her sophomore and junior year. And you can see her getting hyped up as after she scores a pointer, after her teammates score. And that's the kind of energy that the team that needs to radiate off of her onto the team, and that's what's going to get them back in this game.
You heard what the young man said. If the Tigers have momentum, they cannot be stopped. Will they be able to sustain momentum in the second half? Stay with us and you'll find out. We'll be back in 9 minutes and 15 seconds. Coach Jules delivers final instructions to the Tigers, who trail 32-13 at the halftime break. Taking the floor for USN, it's going to be Kat and Leah, Kate Vaughn, Josie Whelan, and Olivia Hess. So I believe that's 3 sophomores, a junior, and a senior. The senior, of course, Leah Payne, number 13. The Knights retake the floor as well, and they'll have the opening possession of the third quarter with a 19-point lead. The officials prepare to take their places, and they do so with no great haste. And we're back. It's Lee to bring it up for the Knights. And a quick turnover, Tigers have it. Josie gets it over to Leah Payne. Leah looking underneath for Olivia. Olivia's got it. She lays it up. And in. Just the start the Tigers needed in the third quarter. They've got it down to a 32-15 game. Knights moving around the perimeter with Keaton. Keaton back to Lee. Lee gets it over to David. Trying to set the post player Dorsey into motion. Now they get it to Howard in the high post. She splits the defenders nicely and lays it in. So the Knights answer back. After the turnover on the first possession, they score on the second one. Their lead is restored to 19 points, 34-15. Leah's pass is deflected, but Josie has it. They try to trap her in the zone, get it over to Leah nonetheless. Olivia with a long two, well short, but Kate Vaughn has it now. Kate dribbles around the perimeter herself, now flashes to the back door. They can't get it to her. Olivia's shot is blocked. She tries to save it, but it goes to the Knights. Here's Lee working up the left sideline, now dribbling back towards the middle, working against Leah Payne. Dribbles out, tries to dribble back in. Good defense from Leah. David working against Kate Vaughn, can't find anything. Lee has it back now. Tigers remain in the zone defense. Leah trying to force Lee to her right. Does so successfully. Long shot, no good. But another long rebound, and David was fouled on the way up. The foul is on Kat. I believe that is her first. Team's first of the second half, and David goes to the line to shoot 2. The first is good. So it's back to a 20-point margin now. 6 minutes, 20 seconds left in the third quarter. 35-15 the score, and now 36. Here come the Tigers the other way. It's Leah bringing it up, alternating from the left hand to the right hand. Now thinks about a three-pointer, pulls it down instead, gets it over to Kat. Kat dribbles right, gets it to Kate. Kate is tied up. It's going to be a jump ball, so the Tigers will keep it. Kate looks to throw it in. Looks for a long pass to Leah, settles for Olivia instead. Olivia with a bounce pass taken away that time by Keaton. Keaton hustles up the right side. Olivia cuts her off. Lob pass to Lee, gets there. Three-pointer on the way from Dorsey. Off the front rim, no good. The ball is batted out of bounds by a Tiger. And so possession remains with the Knights. No, they change it now. Tiger basketball. Kat to throw it in. Gets it to Leah. Leah walks it up the right side, angling slightly towards the middle now. Works away from the screen from Kat, puts it on the floor, saves it. Kate Vaughn, 10-footer, too strong, no good. It's tipped out of bounds. Tigers keep it. Margaret McKay checks in for USN. She replaces Kat. Kate Vaughn calls out the offense. Leah sets the screen for Olivia. Olivia's wide open, 18-footer, quick release, just off the mark, no good. Rebound Lee for Pope John Paul. She hustles up the left side, pulls up, gets it over to David, gets it back. Leah defending her all the way. They get it down in the post to Howard. Howard spins right, then left, lays it in. Nice post work from Howard, and the Knights lead is 38-15. Here comes Leah crossing over to the right, to the left. Puts it on the floor. Margaret couldn't handle the pass. Got it back though. Trying to find Kate, flashing in the lane. The pass was kicked. Yes, and the official saw it. So Tigers retain possession. Looking to chip away at a 23-point deficit. Leah will get a short break, I'm sure. Tigers don't like to play without her on the floor for very long. Kate gets it in to JoJo. JoJo puts it on the floor. Bank shot, no. And the rebound is cleared by Dro. She outlets quickly. Working up the right side is David. Back to Droz. Over now to Lee on the opposite side. Tigers moving quickly in the zone defense. Putting on the floor is Howard. Floater is good. So she scored on consecutive possessions. And the score is now 40-15 in favor of the Knights. O'Hara picks up the dribble, gets it to McKay. Now over to Olivia on the right side. She puts it on the floor with the left hand. Spins to the right, trying to get free. Scoop shot with the left hand, no good. Margaret had her hands on the rebound but couldn't pull it down. Free in the front court is Howard. Can she lay it in? No, but she gets her own rebound. The putback is no good. She has it for a third time. Three-pointer on the way now. Short. Can the Tigers get the rebound? Not this time. And the Knights reset. Here's Lee with a couple of dribbles. A pass, then receives a pass. Driving to the baseline. Works the baseline, gets it to David from 15 feet. Rattles around the rim, no good. Tigers struggling desperately to clear the rebound. They can't do it, and Howard scores again. So the score is now 42-15. Knights out in front. 3 minutes, 20 seconds left in the third. The Knights now in a man-to-man defense. Have switched it up a little bit. Bank shot, no good. Josie has the rebound, put back with the left hand, no good. Rebound by David. Loose on the floor for a moment. David has it back. Outlets to Lee. Lee hustles up the right sideline. Found trouble there. Couldn't do anything with it. Three-pointer on the way. Well off the mark. No good. Tigers fighting hard for the rebound, but they can't clear this one. It's Howard again. Putting it on the floor. Floater is no good. Margaret McKay with the rebound. Bounce pass to outlet to O'Hara. She sprints up the right side. Looking for Margaret. The pass got there. Margaret with another pass to Olivia. Good extra pass, but just a half second too slow, it seems, to get the easy shot. And the rebound is cleared by the Knights. Sprinting forward and finding Howard is Lee. Howard was fouled. So the Knights now are the ones with the momentum. 42-15 the score as we approach the 2-minute mark of the third quarter. Howard's first free throw is good. 3 substitutes for USN. It's Leah Payne, Tessa Chomsky, and Matilda Guglielmin, who sees her first action of the evening. Exchange student from Italy. Sure, very excited to get a chance to play here as Howard knocks down the second free throw. So, the Knight lead swelling now towards 30 points as the Tigers look to answer. Lee with a basketball, working against Howard. Driving the right sideline is Guglielmin, and her pass is taken away. Excuse me, that's Liv O'Hara. I called her JoJo many times. That's my mistake. So we got a foul on Leah Payne. And at the line is David with a chance to increase the lead. She does. 45-15, Knights out in front. Second free throw short, and the Tigers come away with the rebound. Here's Leah working up the right side, greeted by Howard. Working now to the left, tries to kick it out, but a bit of a miscommunication with O'Hara, and the pass is out of bounds. But it was deflected, so the Tigers will keep it. 1.5 minutes remain in the third quarter. Tigers trail by 30. And they turn it over and commit a foul in the backcourt. It is the fourth on USN as we approach the end of the third quarter. Oh, and they got to travel. Good defense by Margaret McKay, forcing the travel. Tigers have it back. Looking to make a little run here in the waning moments of the third. 1 minute, 15 seconds now on the scoreboard. As Leah spins right, finds herself free momentarily, but that opportunity was quickly taken away. Howard goes for steal, has one. Leah sprinting back to try to get a stop. Trying to draw a charge as well, couldn't do it. And she's hurt. What can you say, but no one means more to the Tiger team than Leah Payne. And we can see she's hurting right now, but hopefully she'll be all right. Coach Schultz and Kaylin, the trainer, down with her. Her dad standing over her just behind. Tough moment to witness there. Hopefully she'll be all right. Was carried off. Getting all the medical attention she needs, I'm sure. They gave Howard a basket. It was a great hustle play from Leah Payne, sprinting back to try to prevent the layup. Then she tried to draw a charge, it appeared. Went to the floor and just got her ankle evidently tangled up. So I thought there might have been a free throw coming, but there was not. We've got another jump ball. Possession arrow goes to Pope jump ball. Their lead is 47-15. We are down to 40 seconds left in the third quarter. Tigers get it back after the turnovers. We get down to 30 seconds. Tessa has it on the perimeter. Trying to wiggle free, can't do it. Margaret McKay for three, no good. Just too strong. Nice looking to push, high dribble. Margaret steals it. Tigers looking to get it back the other way. It's O'Hara getting into the lane. Tries to find a cutting Margaret McKay. Margaret has it now with 5 seconds. She's tied up. So Tigers keep it. 3.8 seconds left in the third. Tigers will look to get a shot up. They had it with 0.6 of a second left at the end of the first quarter, I believe. Couldn't get a shot up. Tessa Chomsky's free. She lets the three-pointer go. It's no good. And that'll bring the third quarter to an end. So the Tigers had a reasonably good start to the third quarter. They narrowed the margins somewhat, but Pope John Paul certainly closed with a great run. And the big story, of course, is the injury to Leah Payne, the lifeblood of the Tiger team. We certainly send her all our best wishes. Not just a great basketball player, but just one of the best people you could ever want to meet. Certainly hope she's okay, and that we can see her back on the floor before too long. Aiden, where are you at with this game right now?
Well, shifting gears, something that the Tigers are really going to have to do is Pope John Paul is walking all over them in the man-to-man defense, switching between zone and man-to-man. And to break a man-to-man defense, you really have to move the ball instead of just driving. Now, something that they're doing is that they are driving during the man-to-man defense and not during the zone defense, which you would want to penetrate in. But they need to keep moving the ball and keep getting scoring opportunities for their shooters and for their big men under the rim.
8 minutes remaining in this one. 47-15 the score. It's night basketball to start the fourth. Gross has it. Tries to get it to Howard underneath, but the pass had a little too much on it. So it's a turnover. Tigers have it back. Trailing 47-15. Liv walks it across the half-court stripe. Looking to get a stream from Tessa. Pass taken away by Howard. Howard looking to get into the lane. Forced to spin back out. Three-pointer on the way from Droz is no good. Kate Vaughn skies for the rebound. They try to take it away from her, and they do. Running layup from Droz is no good. It was a nice take to the basket, but she was fouled on the way up. Foul is on Margaret. And I believe that's her first. The free throw bounces out, no good. Score remains the same, 47-15. But the second free throw is good, 48-15 now. Liv receives instructions from Coach Jules. Brings it up, nice pass to Margaret underneath, but just couldn't bring it in. And Knights have the ball again with a 33-point lead. 7 minutes left now. Driving left is Droz, tries to make a pass, but it's batted away by Margaret and gathered in by Liv, who's tied up, and that will be Tiger basketball on the alternate possession. So here comes Kate Vaughn. Coach Jules calls for time. Tigers showing some signs of fatigue here. in a long game with a short bench. Coach Schul's very intent over on the Tiger bench. The players on the floor are seated, receiving those instructions.
This is a time for a new leader to come out for the Tigers, somebody to come off the bench and really show the team that they can do this, and somebody that they can get behind in the absence of Leah Payne. And that's a gap that they really need to fill if they're gonna come back in this game.
Yeah, and certainly you hate to think about the possibility that Leah's going to miss extended time with some sort of high ankle sprain or something like that. Tigers have a lot of very important games going forward, and they're going to need leadership to come from somewhere. And the auditions begin now. Margaret spins right, and she's fouled on the way up. So the Tigers remaining aggressive, trying to get the ball into the middle. Margaret will shoot two. First one's good. 48-16 as the Knights have the Tigers tripled up. But no longer, as the second free throw is good. 48-17 the score now. Here come the Knights the other way. They get it down low. Sabino couldn't finish. Trying to tie it up is O'Hara. Couldn't force the jump ball. The Knights reset. Driving the lane is Rose. Gets it down underneath to David. David kicks it back out. Traveling. But that one was Evans. And USN has it back. 48-17 the score. Liv gets it in to Kate Vaughn. 6:15 and running in the fourth. Kate with a lob pass the other side to Margaret. Margaret looking to get it back to Kate. Pass a little bit too strong. Into the hands of David for Pope John Paul. Tigers now appear to have switched as well to a man-to-man defense. They get it to David underneath. Margaret trying to tie it up. She does. Margaret McKay's played a fine second half here. Knights keep possession. 5:49 left in regulation time. They get it to Howard. Howard tries to spin free from her own teammate. Shot no good. Kate Vaughn comes away with it. Kate hustling forward now. Howard tries to steal it. Got a hand on it. It's loose. Liv has it on the floor. They tie her up. And alternate possession this time points in the direction of the Garnet and Columbia Blue. Tigers have 4 players on the foul line. Drifting back is Tessa. They tried to set up the wall for her, but Howard guarded her. Pass coming in was deflected. Howard has it now and settles it down. Foul is on O'Hara. It is the 7th, yes, or 6th? 16th foul on USN. So not yet in the bonus are the Knights. Patting the ball and at last setting the offense into motion is Droz. She throws it into Sabino. She drives to the right. Layup is good. Coach on Paul now to 50. 50-17 the score. Working from left to right is O'Hara. Tries to find Margaret McKay. The pass never got there, but Liv got it back. Got to the baseline. Put it on the floor. Traveled. Picked it up a moment too soon. Knights have it back. Leading 50-17. Here they come the other way now with Barber. Barber gets past Margaret. Floater's no good. She was fouled from behind. The foul's on Chomsky. As Olivia Hess reports to the scores table, looks like she'll check back in. Free throw is good. 51-17, the total at the moment. 4 minutes, 49 seconds left in the ball game. Second free throw, missed everything, which is a violation. And therefore the Tigers will have it back. Kat getting instructions now from Coach Jules. Looks like she's preparing to head back into the game as Liv O'Hara brings it up the right side. Bounce pass to Olivia. And tried to hit up a floater and called herself for traveling. Rare that you see that. She knew it. Kat checks in for Margaret. Tigers with a little bit of a pressure look now. Splitting and going down the middle is Droz. She goes all the way. Layup no good. Kat fights for the rebound. Gets it over to Olivia. Nicely done. Here comes Liv now. Liv tries to get it to Kat. The pass was deflected and taken away. Sprinting to the other side is Keaton, crossing over from left to right, getting into the lane. Shot is deflected out of bounds, but Keaton was not the last to touch it. The official was overruled by his counterpart on the opposite side, who ruled that the Knights should retain possession, and so they do. It's Barber to throw it in as she gets her shoe ready for the task. Wide open underneath. Kate Vaughn trying to get a block. Did enough to alter the shot. Forced to miss. Barber has it again now. Gets it over to Sabino. Sabino attacks the lane. Her layup is good. 53-17 the total at the moment. We've crossed the halfway point remaining in the fourth quarter. Kat with a 17-footer blocked. It goes out of bounds. Oh, they say it was not blocked. I thought that they got a piece of it. As Stella Shan checks in, replacing Tessa Chomsky. With the margin now 36 points, the clock runs even as the ball is out of bounds. Hustling it forward and bouncing it over to Keaton is Droz. Over to Barber. Three-pointer on the way from Droz, no good. Olivia hustling for the rebound, it's loose. Olivia saves it. Hops on one foot a little bit, got to be careful, and she does. Gets it over to Kate. Kate over to Kat. Kat forward to Liv. Liv working up the left side. Gets to the elbow, over to Kate. Kate a 16-footer. Got it to Liv, nicely done. Kate Vaughn scores. So the Tigers now have it to 53-19. 2 minutes, 55 seconds, and running remaining in the fourth quarter. They get it to Sabino. She tries a three, squares up and knocks it down. That was a nice shot. Hard to see it coming. Quick release. And the margin is 56-19 now in favor of the Knights. Spinning left is Kate. Trying to find a pivot foot free. Had it taken away, and Kat's going to be called for a foul in the backcourt, which she didn't care for too much, and understandably not. Kate checks out, as does Liv, as Josie and Tessa check back in. It's a bonus situation. Clock running with 2 minutes and 8 seconds. According to the rules, the clock stops when the shooter has the ball. She missed the front end of the one-on-one, but the Tigers weren't able to secure the rebound. They get it down low underneath to Barbara. Kat tries to tie it up, and she does. But the Knights will keep it. Clock running with 1:54 left in regulation time. Fixing a knee brace this time is Barber. She's got it. Looking to throw it in. As the count nears 5, she gets it to Keaton. Keaton's guarded by Cat. Dribbles out to 35 feet. Now moves towards the basket somewhat. Barber has it. Dribble handoff now to David. And the Knights seem very content to move the ball around the perimeter. Very patiently, although they get this underneath to Keaton and her layup topples in. 58-19 the score. As we approach the 1 minute mark, Olivia gets it forward to Tessa. Tessa looking for Cat in the post for a moment, instead puts it on the floor, steps back, needs help, pick up the dribble, gets it to Cat. Cat has it now. Cat puts up a running one-hander, no good. Trying to hustle for the rebound, can't do it. The Knights come away with it. It's Keaton in the center of the court, 45 seconds. Barber to the three-point line. Hands it off. Now Keaton with the ball once more. As we're down to the final half minute. Guarded by Olivia all the way out to half court. Now driving the lane, finding herself free as David shot no good. Cat had the rebound, but it was knocked away by Josie, unfortunately. And the Knights have it back. 12 seconds left in this one. The ball cycles around the perimeter. They get it underneath to Sabino, who thinks about one more shot. He gets one, and the ball game is over. Tough one tonight for the Tigers against a great opponent. They come up short in this one, 60-19.
Well, it was certainly a challenge for the Tigers, and it was it's also a learning experience for them. They see what a good team looks like and how they are able to rotate the ball, and this can show them how they compare to a solid offense and defense. I imagine Coach Jules is going to have them working on penetrating the 5-out man-to-man defense and the zone defense, and really working on getting a lot of angles. But really, in the long run, they put up a good fight. It was a tough team to begin with, and we're all proud of the girls for the effort they put in tonight.
Couldn't agree with you more. Certainly wish everyone the best. We'll be back shortly. Welcome back to Sperling for tonight's boys game between your USN Tigers and the Knights of Pope John Paul. We're getting ready to introduce the starting lineups. USN is in the all-white uniforms tonight with garnet trim. The Knights of Pope John Paul in the navy blue uniforms, white trim, white lettering. Looks like the Tigers will be without Adam Miller again this evening, as he continues to work his way back towards the lineup.
Number 1, Joseph Bailey. Number 2, Fred Bailey. Number 4, Connor Turk. Number 23, Antonio Wilkerson. And number 24, Tristan Hopper. And now the starting lineup for USA.
For the moment, the Tigers take the floor en masse as they huddle on the Tiger head. They break that huddle. Jumping it up for USN will be Max Elliott against Antonio Wilkerson for Pope John Paul. Max wins the opening tip, and we're underway. Tiger basketball. Josh gets it over to Adrian. Adrian lets loose with a three early. Off the mark, no good. Rebound over to Conger. Putting it on the floor is Wilkerson. Adrian got a hand on it. They get it back on the outside. Bills puts it on the floor. Gets it to the opposite side, then gets a pass back in the lane, but couldn't finish. Elliott with the rebound. Tigers looking to push. Adrian with the basketball now on the left side. Gets it to Josh on the opposite wing. He launches a three, too strong, no. Max had the rebound, lost it on the way up. Austin Kaysen has it now. Russ thinks about a three, great ball fake, gets to the baseline, 12-footer, no good. Skying for the rebound is Bills, and the Knights come the other way with a little bit of pace. It's Bailey working against Russ. Russ cuts him off, forcing the turnover. Austin with a quick outlet to Adrian. Adrian tries to win a one-on-one. Can he do it? He was fouled hard on the way up. Got past the first man, but Wilkerson prevented the layup with a foul. And 1 minute and 5 seconds into the action, no score. But Adrian will try to open the scoring for USN. Free throw spins out, no good. We remain scoreless. Max considers which side he belongs on, decides it's the left side. Adrian lets it fly, good. 1-0 the score, Tigers out in front by a single free throw. Hustling forward is Bailey. Oh, and losing it out of bounds was Wilkerson. He had good position underneath, but couldn't bring the pass in. Score remains 1-0 as Josh Scretchen now has the basketball, working against Conger on the right side. Gets a screen from Max, but they're going to call a moving screen. He stepped into it a little bit, and so that will give possession back to the Knights. Bailey has the ball. Gets it into Wilkerson. Over to Conger. Up the left side. Gets now to the middle. Backs up. Josh working on him defensively. He carried it, yes. The official saw it. Conger didn't care for the call. But it's a turnover. Tigers have it back. No field goals for either side thus far. So single point game. 1-0 in favor of USN. Josh spins in the lane. Little floater. Can't get it to go. Bills nearly had the rebound. Max tried to take it away. And it was tied up. So the Tigers having won the opening tip. That means that it'll be Knights basketball with a 1-point deficit. Adrian trying to trap. Knocked it away. He's got it. He tries to get it over to Josh. Coach Jones calls for time. So the Tigers preserve the possession on the loose ball. Great hustle by Adrian there coming up from the backside. Closed too quickly before the defender could spot him. He was unable to keep the ball away from him, and Adrian did well to use his body to shield off the defender while on the floor. As he tried to tap it over to Josh, Coach Jones called for time to preserve the possession. Horn sounds, signaling the final 10 seconds of the 20-second timeout. USN Basketball, they'll throw it in from the backcourt. It's going to be Russ to throw it in, presumably to Josh. Josh now with the basketball, working against Conger. Gets it over to Adrian. Adrian surveys the floor, finds Max. Max sets a screen, tries to roll it to the basket, nothing there. Adrian gets to the top of the key, drops it off for Josh. Over to Adrian now. Adrian thinks about another three, lets one go. Just off the mark, no good. He's been very close on two early on. Here comes Conger dribbling behind his back as he advances across the half-court stripe. Gets a screen from Wilkerson. Lost the handle a little bit, got enough on it to get it over to Turf. Turf tries a three, no good. Great job by Kaysen to tip the rebound over to Adrian. Scritchen tries another three. Short, no good. Wilkerson with the rebound. Over to Bailey. Bailey sprints toward the middle. Russ cut him off. Turf tries another three from the baseline. This one is good. And we see the first field goal of the evening. 5 minutes, 20 seconds left in the first quarter. The score now 3-1 in favor of the Knights. Scritchen finds Austin. Austin over to Russ. Russ puts it on the floor. Now cut off on the baseline by two defenders. Josh tries from the elbow. No good. Offensive rebound to Austin. Austin gets in the lane, floating one-hander. Good. That ties the score at 3. Tigers in a little bit of a pressure look. Getting through it neatly is Conger. He tries to get in the lane. He does. Layup is good. Nice drive there from Conger. Beat the press. He went coast to coast by himself. It's a 5-3 margin in favor of Pope John Paul. Kaysen looks things over, gets it to Adrian. Adrian working against Bills. Shrugs Russ off, tries to get it in the lane, and there's going to be an offensive foul. Colin France set to check in, and he does, replacing Max. Checking in as well as Mahoney Donick, replacing Adrian Samuels. Tigers again in something of a press. More of a full court man-to-man. As Bailey has it, gets it into the corner and gets it back. Gets past Austin Kaysen, kicks it out to Turf. Turf tries another three. Good. That's his second thus far. He has 6 points, and it's 8-3 in favor of Pope John Paul. Can the Tigers answer on their end? Mahoney thinks about a three. Gets it to Collin instead. Collin dragged that right foot, and traveling was called. 8-3 still the score. Tigers trail by 5. Scretchen playing defense, all 94 feet. The crowd takes up a chant of defense. Putting it on the floor, there's Hickson. He tries a floater and he scores. So the Knights have been pretty efficient these last few possessions. They lead by 7, 10-3 the score. Josh looking to answer. Defense surrounding him from all sides, and they get a steal. Connor with a bit of a mishandle, but got it back. Over to Bailey on the left side. Mahoney has him. Bailey with a quick dribble, kicks it out again. Three-pointer from the baseline, no good. And you can hear from the crowd that the shot missed everything. Russ finds Colin in the paint. Kicks it out to Austin. Austin to the baseline. Good anticipation there by Connor. He was able to save it. But the Tigers have possession. Scretchen for three, spins out. It was halfway down, but came back. Tigers still laboring to score on the offensive end. Connor gets it down low. Nice extra pass on the outside to Hickson. He tries a three, no good. Mahoney tipped the rebound right to Connor, and his layup was good. So it's 9 unanswered points for the Knights now. The score is 12-3. Josh brings it up. Tigers really need a basket very desperately on this possession. Josh tries to step back, now tries to step in. Little give and go with Russ. Over to Austin, Austin to Colin. Colin thinks about a three, he lets it go. It's off the back iron, no good. Mahoney tips it to Josh. Josh wasn't sure what to do for a moment, but he spins. He can't quite get it to go down. Sprinting the other way is Bailey. After a bit of a fumble, he dribbles back out, now trying to get past Austin, can't do it. Kicks it out for Hickson. Hickson no good, Colin France the rebound. Tigers working quickly the other way. Scretchen on the left side, tries to get in the lane, he does, kicks it out. Mahoney Donick for three. He's got it! .12-6 the score now as the Tigers stop the run. Bailey finds Hickson underneath, layup no good. Excuse me, that was Specht. Couldn't get it down. 12-6 remains the score. Tigers looking to score on consecutive possessions. Will Mahoney try another one? No. He gets it over to Austin. Austin to Colin. Colin with the ball fake. Spinning left now. Drops it off to Russ. Russ dribbles in, dribbles out. Mahoney on the right wing. Gets it to Austin. Flashing into the lane is Scretchen. They can't find him. Mahoney flashes into the lane. Nicely done. Mahoney Donick scores on consecutive possessions for USN. And the Knight lead shrinks to 4. 12-8. We're inside 1 minute now left in the first quarter. Hustling in the lane is Connor. He kicks it out to Turf. Turf tries a three and buries it in front of the Tiger bench. The Knights call for time. 30-second timeout. Aiden, fast and furious action here in the opening minutes.
Yeah, it's been really back and forth, and the Knights have come out firing, but the USN has been able to respond to these last couple plays with Mahoney coming through with a three and then a layup to close the gap. And that's the kind of explosion that they're going to need to stay in this game and gain the lead. We see USN moving the ball really well on offense. They're finding open shots, but the perimeter shots are just not falling. I think what Coach Jones might be telling them is to move in and make better shots, maybe for two, and then make your way out to the perimeter once they start getting warm and start hitting those shots. And that's the only difference here. They make half of those shots, they're in this ball game. Ahead.
It'll be interesting to see what sort of adjustments the Tigers make on offense. They trail by 7 points, 15-8, clock running with 44 seconds left in the first quarter. Josh walks it up the left side. Passes on a screen from Colin France, gets it over to Mahoney. Mahoney to Russ. Russ with a ball fake, puts it on the floor over to Colin. Colin tries another three, it's off the mark, no good. Bailey has it, gets it into the front court to Specht. He's free for the moment. Colin tries to get a block, he can't do it. 20 seconds remaining now in the first. Scretchen brings it up to the three-point stripe. Tries to get away from Bills, does. One-hander is good. That's a very nice finish from Scretchen at the basket. It's 17-10 in favor of the Knights. Clock running with 7 seconds. Hustling for his Bailey. Josh trying to get a hand on the ball. He does. Three-pointer on the way. Oh, it rattled out. It was halfway down from Turk. Would have been his third of the quarter. We're through the first quarter of action here at Sperling Gymnasium. It's Pope John Paul 17, USN 10. And did you think it was a good quarter for the Tigers against a better opponent, or do you think the Tigers have more in them?
Well, I think they certainly have more in the tank, and this was definitely like a learning experience for their first quarter because they were able to examine their opponent and understand their play style and how in the way they like to play, which is obviously fast-paced. They like to push the ball and beat them down the court. But once the Tigers get settled on defense, it's really hard for these Knights to score. I think that if they're able to get down faster, maybe pressure the ball in the backcourt, they might have a better chance of stopping them before they even get a shot off.
So often it's the case that defense turns into offense, and one would certainly have to say that it was less than what the Tigers expect from themselves on offense in the first quarter. Certainly not a team that's accustomed to scoring only 10 points in 8 minutes of action. Tigers are a fast-paced team with good shooters that tends to score high figures. And thus far this evening, they have not yet done so. But I'm equally sure that we'll see a run from them as the game develops. Mahoney Donick had 5 in the first quarter. A little bit of a heat check there, perhaps. Came up a bit short. Nice pass to the Cutting Bills and a good finish at the basket. So it's a stop and a score for the Knights. They lead by 9, 19-10. Adrian puts it on the floor, gets into the lane, floater and bank shot is no good, but he's fouled. Adrian's had a few shots very close thus far, hasn't gotten any of them down. But he's back to the foul line from where he scored the first points of the evening. He'll try to score again. First free throw is good. Khalil Anderson checks in. He replaces Colin. Adrian's second free throw is no good. Bailey with the ball, trying to get around Mahoney. He does. Khalil tries to cut him off. Nicely done. The Knights set up the half-court offense. They call out a play. Khalil playing defense all the way out to the half-court stripe. Bailey can't free himself, and he traveled. So the Tigers have it back. Could certainly use the basket here. Khalil will handle the point guard duties with Josh off the floor for the moment. Austin looks for a cutter and doesn't find one. Khalil has it on the left side. Adrian tries another three. Off the mark, no good. Khalil gets a hand on the rebound, but too many Knights surrounded him, and they come away with the basketball. Bailey has it again. Khalil tries to force him to his left. Over on the left side now, it's Specht. He knocks down a three. Third baseline three-pointer of the first half. Coach Jones won't be happy about that. Going for a steal is Bailey, and he's called for a foul. It is his first foul and only the third foul on the Knights as Khalil shuttles it in to Adrian. Max calling for it in the post. Adrian can't get it to him, and it's an offensive foul. That's the second offensive foul called on Adrian in the first half. Russ and Josh check in. They will replace Mahoney and Austin. Adrian remains on the floor with 2 fouls. 6 minutes, 26 seconds remaining in the first half. Knights have the Tigers doubled up 22-11. They get it into Hickson. Russ has him defending. Working against Scretchen is Connor. He gets it past the half-court stripe. Over to Bills. Bills working against Khalil. Getting it down low. And finishing nicely at the basket is Wilkerson. Tigers look to answer. Khalil thinks about a three, puts it on the floor, attacks the baseline instead. Nothing there at the moment. Tries again, pulls up. Nice move from Khalil. He scored. 24-13 now is the Pope John Paul lead. They get it to Hickson. Hickson gets it back to Conger. Conger puts it on the floor, kicks it out, gets it back. 5 minutes, 30 seconds left in the quarter. Calling for a screen is Conger. He gets free, tries to find his way in the lane. He took 7 or 8 steps. The official saw it, and traveling was the call. Brock Burgess checks in for his first action of the evening. Cleans the dust off his sneakers. Josh working against Conger, gets it to Khalil. Khalil moves it over to Max, who finds Russ. Russ goes to the right baseline, pulls up, bank shot, no good. Max with the rebound, put back, too strong. The ball bounces back out to Scretchen. He gets to the foul line, pull up, jump shot, no good. Max with the rebound. Ball flies high into the air, free. Josh tries to tie him up, and he does. Alternate possession this time in favor of the Knights. It'll be their basketball with an 11-point lead and 4 minutes, 54 seconds left in the first half. Hickson to throw it in. Gets it into Conger. Conger off the left side. Looks things over, drops it off to Wilkerson, gets it back. Trying to find a way free from Khalil. Gets a screen, gets it into the corner, another three-pointer from the baseline on the way, and another one is good. This time it's Hickson. And Pope John Paul has their biggest lead of the evening, 14 points, 27-13. Getting it down low to Max. And I believe he was fouled before the shot, so says the official. Fouls on Wilkerson, and it is his second. He'll check out. Russ looks to get it in. Finds Max. Max with a nice finish from a tough angle. Well done. 27-15 the score now. Good job by Russ to get a hand on it. But the Knights keep it. They lead by a dozen. They get it underneath the Conger. Conger tries to get up a layup. He doesn't. He scores. 29-15 as Josh sprints back the other way, but they've got him for carrying it. And he didn't care for the call. Wanted an explanation from the official, who gave him one, which he received in earnest. And it's Knight basketball. 4 minutes now left in the opening half. The lead is 14. Conger gets it over to Turf. Turf fakes right, spins left. Good defense. They try to get a back cut. They've got him. They're traveling. And the student section lets him hear about it. Russ gets it in, gets it back from Josh, over to Brock. Brock gets down with Khalil. Ooh, that would have been quite a nice finish. Couldn't quite get it in. Working now is Conger. He found himself free from 15 feet. Jumper got the roll. And Pope John Paul continuing to get good looks at the basket. And they've knocked down enough of them to build a nice lead. Tigers answer back on the other end. 31-17 the score now. Flashing into the lane is Conger, but he lost it. It's a 2-on-1 for the Tigers the other way. Scretchen working well in the 1-on-1 against Turf, and he scored. The lane got congested there. But Josh found himself free, was able to finish. Conger steps back out, switches it to the opposite side. Cliff for the ball fake, puts it on the floor, gets it on the way, and he scores. 34-19 now. Josh lost it on the way up, gets it back, floater is good. Pace quickening now here in the gymnasium. With the Tigers trailing by 13. A little bit of contact between Khalil and Bailey. And they're going to call the foul on Khalil. It was a close call, could have gone either way. It looked like Bailey had the left hand on Khalil's shoulder and was thinking of extending it. But that was not the call. Knight basketball with a 13-point lead. Austin Kaysen reports to the scores table as Bills looks over the floor, trying to find his options. Getting a hand on his Josh. Can he steal it? He does! The layup was not there. He judiciously pulled it back out, trying to set up the offense. Gets it over to Russ. Russ thinks about a three. He lets one go. Off the back iron, no good. We're down now to 2 minutes. Passing it over to Bills. He finishes the layup. Here's Stretchin on the left side. Quick three on the way. No good. Bills leaps for the rebound, and there's a foul call on the box out. Max Elliott likes the call, whatever it is. Fouls on Specht. Three subs check in, Stretchin, Khalil, and Max Elliott check out for USN. Here's Russ to throw it in. Looking for some help. Lobs it to Mahoney. The pass did get there. Mahoney tries to free himself. Does well enough to get it over to Brock. Brock over to Russ, working against Bills. Here's Russ attacking the baseline, stepping back, got it to go. Bit of an awkward position he found himself in, but he got the shot down. 36-23 is the Pope John Paul lead. He gets the Bills in the high post. Over to Bailey, fakes right, goes left, gets into the lane, pull-up jumper, no good. Fighting for his own rebound, has it. Oh, and they call the block. Brock did everything he could to try to draw a charge there, but he didn't get one. He went hard to the floor, but the official called a block on him. 1 minute, 10 seconds left in the first half. Tigers trail by 13. There is a foul. Foul, I believe, is going to be called. The foul is on Russ, so I believe that's, oh no. I thought it was a 1-and-1, but I was mistaken. My mistake. It is only the 6th foul on USN, so a non-shooting foul. But the Knights have possession. 1 minute and 10 seconds left in the first half. They lead by 15. Conger to throw it in. He gets it into Bailey. Bailey driving left. Gets it out to turf. Deep three-pointer on the way. He's got another one. 41-23. Knights out in front. Mahoney gets it over to Brock. Brock with a couple of fakes, passes to Russ, flashing through the lane, but he led him a bit too far. And the ball went out of bounds. Knights have it back. You get into Bailey. Bailey sprinting forward, finds the cutting Specht. He laid it in. Nice finish at the basket. It was contested, but he got it down. Russ throws behind his back, lost it. Conger trying to get his hands on it. Hey, Fitzgibbon's on the floor. Got it over to Mahoney. Frantic pace now. Brock hits it out to Russ. Russ over to Mahoney. Mahoney drives the lane, floating one-hander. No good, just off the mark. Connor has it with 18 seconds. Over to Turf on the opposite side. He launches another three. Just missed that one. Brock controls the rebound with 11 seconds. Now 9 seconds. Needs a bit of help. Has it instead taken away. Tries to get it back. He does with 2 seconds. Can Mahoney get a shot off? He can't. And the first half comes to a close. Your score through 16 minutes of basketball. Pope John Paul 43, USN 23. Aiden, your thoughts on that first half?
Well, I think that USN did not play to their strengths at the end there. I think that USN is a team that can really move the ball well and can get their players into position for better shooting opportunities. And what they're doing now is they're shooting it at the first open shot that they have, instead of moving the ball and getting a shot under the rim or something in the paint, because they're not hitting their perimeter shots, so they need to move the ball in. And JP2 is keeping them at a faster pace than what they play best at, and what they're doing is they're scoring all of their points on fast breaks and corner threes. And that's been a big part of their shooting. He's multiple threes, and that's really led their offense. But we'll see how the Tigers respond after the half.
We'll be back with the second half right after this. Welcome back, everybody, for the second half action. Tigers trail by 20, 43-23. And have the first possession of the second half. Scratching with a ball fake, puts it on the floor, kicks it out to Russ. Russ thinks about a three, but decides against it. Drops it back off for Josh, and the Tigers reset. They get it out to Austin. Austin tries a three, no good. Tigers have struggled from the three-point line tonight. Pass over to Russ is deflected, but he got it anyway. Russ tries a three, no good. Rebound goes to Wilkerson. He outlets quickly to Connor. And did Russ try to charge? He did. Connell Gorman, former teammate of Russ, 3 years ago, enjoyed the call greatly as he walked the baseline. Tiger basketball trailing still by the 20 points. Max worked free for a moment, but there was no passing lane. Adrian with a step back three, off the mark, no good. Turf the rebound, gets it to Bailey. Bailey over to Conger, and he traveled. Shuffled the pivot foot a little bit. Tigers have it back. No score thus far in the second half. 43-23 remains the tally.
Oh my goodness, look at you!
Josh getting away on the left side. He was fouled as he attacked the baseline. Fouls on Conger. Tiger basketball under the offensive goal. Goes over to Adrian. Adrian looks things over, tries another three. Got that one to go. His first of the night. 43-26 the score now. Knights look to answer on the other end. Their lead is 17. Wilkerson drops it off to Bailey, looks to set a screen to free him. But Austin came over it. Working hard on defense is Kaysen. They get it down low to Wilkerson and he scores. So here comes USN now. Adrian thinks about another one. Long two this time, no good. Rebound Wilkerson. He tries to bring it up himself. Now drops it off to Bailey. Bailey lost it on the way up, got it back, tried to save it. He did to Wilkerson. Wilkerson attacks the paint, had it taken away by Josh. Josh sprints into the front court. He distanced himself from Conger, couldn't keep pace with him. And he laid it in. 45-28 now. Slowing it down is Connor. Austin defending him. Austin gets a hand on it. Connor has to pick it up. Drills into the lane, working against Max. It was off Max's shin, I believe. So the Knights keep it. 5 minutes, 1 second left in the third quarter. Turf tries another three. Good. Almost fading away a little bit there. That was a tough shot, but he got it down. Pope Jean Paul back in front by 20. Russ trying to post Max up. Can't get it to him. Good defense by Wilkerson. Stretching with a deep three short. Bailey the rebound. Gets it forward to Connor. He's alone thinking about dunking it, but laid it in instead. They get it in now to Josh. Josh over to Adrian. Adrian for another three. And it's never a good sign. Looks like the other team's letting him shoot those threes. They didn't even close out on that one. Scretchen was fouled. Foul's on Turf. It's his first. Josh will shoot two. The first is good. Reducing the deficit to 21 at 50-29. Harry Fitzgibbon checks in for Max. Max swiftly heads over to the trainer. Hopefully he's all right. Adrian with an offensive rebound, and he's fouled. Good work on the offensive glass there. Rush to throw it in. Got it to Josh. Open underneath is Harry. Can he get a shot up? Reverse layup is good. Nice finish at the basket for Harry Fitzgibbon. The Tigers have scored on consecutive possessions, 50-31. Turf with another three-pointer on the way. He scores again. Tigers have had no answer for him. Adrian puts it on the floor, tries to free himself, shoots from the elbow. Good. 53-33, the score at the moment. 10 points aside here in the second half. Margin remains 20. And we've got a foul on the floor, I believe. Foul's going to be on Austin. No basket. Daly has the ball, gets it in. Suspect food right to Adrian. Adrian trying to win a one-on-one, and they're going to call a block on Bill. Seemed to me to be the right call. I'm not sure that he was set. And so that will send Adrian to the line where he'll shoot two. First free throw is good. Tigers lingering in the basketball game, trailing by 19 points. But one good run for making it interesting. Adrian scores again, 53-35. And they got it right underneath. Suspect for a back-breaking layup. Tigers haven't gotten as many stops as they've needed tonight. As the Knights have worked well to get some uncontested looks at the basket from in close. Here's an uncontested look from distance, but it missed everything, and the Tigers get it back. 3 minutes and 7 seconds left in the third quarter. 55-35. Josh looks things over. Austin flashes up high and receives a pass. Gives it to Adrian. Adrian over to Josh. Adrian for three. Off the mark again. No good. Turf with another three. Got another one. He's played well. It's a 23-point game. Josh for three. Missed everything. It's not been the Tigers' night from the three-point line. Adrian and Josh, normally very reliable three-point shooters, have had their struggles thus far this evening. Coach Jones calls for time. 2 minutes, 24 seconds left in the third. USN trails 58-35. What are you seeing out there, Adrian?
Well, I see a very frustrated shooting team where they're not as consistent from the three-point line. And what if I were Coach Jones, I would be telling them to move in and take the better shot. If you're not hitting your shots from the three-point line, well, you gotta make it up. You have to make up for those points in driving and getting the open pass under the rim. This is a team that's scoring a lot in fast breaks, so you need to get back and stop them before they can put the ball in the hoop.
Tigers are in serious need of a reversal of fortune at the moment. They've struggled on both ends of the floor thus far. I guess a very tough opponent. Puts a lot of pressure on you with their speed and their ability to convert from the perimeter. The basketball belongs to Pope John Paul, as does a 23-point lead. Connor working against Scretchen. Scretchen defending him well in typical fashion. Driving the baseline is Bailey. He got free, and he laid it in. That gets the Knights to 60 points as we cross the 2-minute mark remaining in the third quarter. Rush tried to finish, so they call an offensive foul. I didn't see anything there. Tough call against the senior. And the Knights have it back. Three-pointer on the way from Hickson, no good. But Bailey got the rebound, nearly uncontested, and was fouled as he attempted to put the shot back in. Coach Jones gets Colin France up to the scorer's table, and he enters the game for Russ. The first free throw was good from Bailey. He'll try another, but not make this one. And Josh has the rebound. Josh gets it over to Adrian. Adrian to Colin. Colin looking to free himself. Got it to Austin. Austin over to Colin. He thinks about a three. Puts the little ball fake up. Now finds himself free from 10 feet. Knocks it down. Well done. 61-37 the score now as we approach the 1-minute mark left in the third quarter. Here's Hickson for three, short. Colin the rebound, gets it out to Josh. Josh attacks the rim, he lays it in. Tough contested finish at the basket, and the Tigers don't get back on defense. Bailey was somewhere between dunking it and laying it in. Did neither. The pass is stolen, Scretchen has it. Tigers looking to answer back 8-20. Nice extra pass from Adrian. Found the free Scretchen, who laid it in, and Pope John Paul doesn't like it. They're going to call for time. Got a little sloppy there in this last minute. Tigers are back within 20. This was the margin at halftime. It's a 30-second timeout for the Knights. 33.5 seconds remain in the third quarter. Coach Jones delivers instructions to the standing Tigers over in the huddle. Turf gets it in. Conger has it. Clock running with 30 seconds. He gets up the left sideline, now moves into the middle of the floor. Josh trying to take it away from him. Got a hand on it, but couldn't quite take it away. Conger with it again now. Over to Turf, back to Conger. Calling for a screen. Gets one on the right side. Josh worked over it. They kick it out now to Bills. Looked like he might have shuffled his pivot foot. Instead threw it away. 6.6 seconds left. A basket here for the Tigers would be huge. They get it into Adrian. He looks things over. Clock running with 5. Back to Josh. Clock running with 2. Adrian's going to have to let it go. He does. And it's just off the back rim. No good. Crowd goes silent as the third quarter ends. Your score, Pope John Paul 61, USN 41. 8 minutes of basketball left. Do you give the Tigers any chance to get back in this one?
Certainly, but that's going to depend all upon if they can get on a roll and get points and string points together. Back there, they took advantage of a few of John Paul's mistakes. and turnovers. They were able to turn those into a couple buckets. Now they're really going to have to start hitting some shots and start throwing the ball up the court and get the ball into the hoop. And it's really just going to depend on their mentality coming into the quarter.
Always a little strange when you're playing against Pope John Paul. The sorts of phrases that come out of your mouth as if you're speaking of the 20th and 21st century saint himself. Pope John Paul made a lot of mistakes in the third quarter. Pope John Paul has been dead for years. The Knights get it in. Connor finds himself free, drives the lane, lays it in, and is fouled. Just the sort of start the Tigers didn't want, and Coach Jones is visibly upset over on the Tiger bench. The Tiger deficit now stands at 22 with the option to make it 23, and that option is not exercised. The rebound is loose. Austin sprints to it. Here comes Josh now. Kicks it out to Austin. Austin tries the three. He's got it. 63-44 the score. Austin with a great job hustling to the rebound on the other end, then making the three on the offensive end. Connor gets across half court. He's hounded by Skretchen all the way. Gets past him. Khalil got a hand on the ball. Putback is good. Wilkerson was in the right place to gather that rebound and put it back. Here comes USN the other way, trying to answer. Austin puts it on the floor, now shoots a long two. Got another one. Doing whatever he can to keep the Tigers in the game is Austin Kaysen. Josh tried to force a turnover, nearly did. The ball went into the corner and Connor came out with it. Connor kicks it out now. Turf tries yet another three. He's got yet another three. 22-point game now. Adrian attacks the basket. Floating left-hander, no good. Bills comes out with the rebound. Gets it to Connor. Connor up the right side, trying to get past Josh. Gets the layup to go. Nice take there. (70-46) the score now. Adrian with a deep three, no good. Turf with the rebound. Here's Bills for three. Good. A lot of opportunities for the Knights tonight on the baseline, and they've made the most of them. 73-46 the score. Josh crosses over to the left. Floater just won't go down. Wilkerson has the rebound. Here comes Connor now the other way. 5 minutes, 30 seconds left. In regulation, the pass soared out of bounds. A couple of substitutes check in, including Russ Petty for USN. Here comes Adrian. Handling the ball for USN. Colin has it top of the circle, looking for Khalil for a moment. Couldn't find him. Adrian tries another three. This one is short. Collins gets a great rebound, puts up a one-handed bank shot, and he got it. The whistle sounds and a substitute enters for the Knights, who lead by 25. They get it in now, and they get it up swiftly across half court into the corner. Wilkerson tries a three. Another baseline three as the Knights continue to poke the soft spot in the Tiger defense. Austin drops it off to Colin. Colin tries a three, short. Austin with another rebound, trying to get a shot for himself, can't get one. Gets it to Colin, who tries another one-hander, no good. Another offensive rebound. Adrian with the floater. Got it to go, nicely done. 76-50 the score now. Tiger cheerleaders with something to cheer about after that basket. Turf with a three from nearly the broadcast booth. He knocked that one down. 79-50 the score. Here's Adrian. He lost it on the way up. He and Bills get back to the offensive end for Pope John Paul. Russ playing nice defense on turf. He's seen enough three-pointers from him. Bills goes up to the layup, got it to go over Khalil. Tigers hustling back the other way, trailing 81-50. Adrian tries to get a shot up. He's fouled on the floor. Good take there by Adrian. Tiger basketball. Under the offensive goal, Russ to throw it in. Adrian tries to work himself free from Specht. Just couldn't quite get it to go. Rebound is tapped around into the hands of Edwards. Edwards over now to Reynolds. Reynolds tries a three, no good. Offensive rebound and an easy putback for Pearson. No, when it rains it pours, and it's pouring tonight, unfortunately. Khalil has it taken away. He wanted a foul call, didn't get one. Coming now the other way is Pearson, and he lays it in. Adrian trying to find himself a shot. What a shot by Adrian! He worked very hard to free himself, just did it the last moment. The shot is good. Tremendous finish from Adrian. But the margin is too great at 85-52. He can reduce it by a single point. And he does. It's the old-fashioned three-point play for Adrian Samuels. 85-53 the score. 2 minutes and 45 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Edwards continues. Oh, another look pass and a very nice one, but unable to finish with James. He got an offensive rebound and was fouled. And the foul will be on Khalil Anderson. Only the fifth on the Tigers. So it's not a shooting foul. Spinning towards the baseline and freeing himself momentarily was Edwards. He tried to make the extra pass, but a Tiger tipped it out of bounds, and so the Knights keep it. Edwards to throw it in. Gets it into Pearson. Pearson gets it over to James. James puts it on the floor. Dribble handoff this time to Reynolds. Pearson has it now. Trying to get free from Khalil. Gets a screen. Gets into the lane. He was tied up, and as he was tied up, it forced a travel. Nice defense there from USN to force the turnover. Let's see what they can do on the offensive end here. They trail 85-53. Colin goes to the baseline, kicks it out to Mahoney, over to Khalil. Colin thinks about a three, puts it on the floor, attacks the rim, was fouled, and he scored. Another tremendous finish at the basket for the Tigers, this one by Colin France. And he's got himself a chance for the same three-point play that Adrian had a few short possessions ago. And he too knocks it down. Here come the Knights the other way. Pearson working against Burgess. Gets past him and lays it in. Lots of points for the Knights tonight have come either within a few short feet of the basket or from a great distance behind the three-point line. And they're going to get Collin for goaltending on that one. He slapped the backboard while the ball was lingering around the rim, so they count the basket. Moving the Knights to 89 points, the highest score I've seen in this gymnasium in quite some time. And going for a steal this time is Reynolds. He doesn't quite get it, but then Spence comes away with it, tries a reverse left-hand hook, and he's got it to the delight of the Knights bench. Russ is wide open, shoots a three, no good. Hustling now the other way is Edwards. Russ getting back. He took 11 steps. Instead of foul is called on Russ. Doesn't seem to me to be the right call, but so it is. Chance for Edwards now to complete a three-point play. And he likewise does. Inside a minute now, 94-56 is the score. Knights are out in front. Petty for three, short again. Collin with the rebound, putback is short. Coming away with it is James. James has it knocked away from behind. Collin Fresh trying to liberate himself from Spence. Threw it away. Layup is good from Pearson. The margin now 40 points. Another steal. This one by Edwards, and they're going to try to score again. They behind the back, and he scores. And the ball game is over. So things got away from USN a little bit in the last minutes, which were of no significance. Final score, Pope John Paul 98, USN 56. Aiden, what do you take away from this one?
Well, I think that USN, we had a fighting chance in the third quarter, but as soon as we lost a sense of, I guess, we weren't fighting as hard in the fourth quarter, and that's when things really got blown open. We weren't going as hard on defense and making careless mistakes, and we really did give up. But other than the last couple minutes, the boys did fight hard. You know, it was a team loss. Everybody made their contributions. You know, it is a good team, and they will come back next week.
For sure, and we'll look forward to the upcoming game.